So I've got my monitor settings on eye protection. I'm sitting in the dark. It's making me all squint. But I don't know if you can see that. You really shouldn't be able to, obviously. But if you can, then I really don't know why it does. I don't know why I'm saying that. Of course it doesn't. Oh yeah, I don't have a plan, do I? No, I do have a plan. I do have a plan, but I think I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So we start off in Australia, of all places. Big up Australia, though, as they say. Anyways. Remember I said about the communists last time. Yeah, they finally got impatient enough, and they see Australia not being part of any faction is a threat, and they don't want to be destroyed by the communists. They want to join them. So, a small thing starts out in Perth. This is Perth, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. I remember. Yeah. Um, they go over to Tasmania as well, a bit in New Zealand, and then up here, which I've done horribly. So this is the borders of the communists. They also in Taiwan, remember that. Australia kind of stand on business, as they say, and this manages to get thwarted because they don't have many men stationed up here. New Zealand does fairly well. They claim the North Island, and then the Perth one is pushed back to Perth itself. They try operation here, they push it back, and then in the meantime they'd finish off Perth. At this point, the communists in Tasmania surrender, so don't get bombed into submission, and then a few landings up here finish off the communists, and Australia is safe. This wasn't too fun by the Fourth International, or by anyone really. It was just the people of Australia, or the communists of Australia, not just the people. So people pretty based on it. Not to. Was that pink, or am I just not? Oh, it is, yeah, red. I say a deep breath, man. I know I got no oxygen in my lungs. Okay, so I want to do something. I don't know if it will make sense to do so. So I don't want World War Three to be yet. Really. Okay, yeah. So the Soviets, who are sick of trying to be diplomatic about things and being like, yeah, we'll be friendly. They just want to make a mega communist union and destroy the entire West, and then unite all the communists under their faction. Um, so basically, whoever the leader is at this point, 1972, not in real life, I mean like we're so skewered from everything. There's probably several assassinations. Um, yeah, so who knows who the leader is at this point? Kurnev died 2 years ago, so who knows who the DDR's leader is now? Speaking of which, with Kurnev gone, the Austrians didn't enjoy really being under the rule of a new government of the DDR, nor did the German people were actually under that. So basically, they said, "Hey, why don't we start a Danubian commune? That's a good idea, isn't it?" And then everyone said, "No, really, it's not." Everyone said, "No, it's not." Right? Um, what was my point? But okay, so here you go. Let's try rephrase this. I'm on the brightest of moods right now in terms of speaking. So Czechoslovakia, Hungary, Romania, and there you know to make sense. Were invited to the convention. Czechoslovakia are pretty strong at this point, so they deny, and Romania once again have pretty got all their claims. They don't really want to join anything else. Hungary, the only one who actually attend this follow up, and they say we could be interested in this, but we'll leave it up to see what's the word, referendum. We'll put one out and say, do we want to unite with half of Austria, or the bigger half of Austria, so Vienna's there. Okay, and yeah, we'll get. I'm actually having a seizure right now, aren't I? I've got to lock in real fast. Okay, alright. And despite the big language difference and how it didn't go well in the First World War, or just pretty much all history, they united again into the Danubian commune, or the half Danubian commune, because like, two of the other Danubian states aren't in it, and also half of Austria is missing, but we can ignore all that. But yeah, we got big Austria, big Austria-Hungary moments down here. Anyways, back up here, because I got sidetracked there for some reason. Oh yeah, because Germany will go on that. I've done nothing in 5 minutes. I've actually got to focus up. So basically, right, Russia, who I've previously said are sick of this, go up to Finland and say, hey, come back to us like in the Russian Empire days, or we'll invade you like in the Winter War days and in the Continuation War days. And then Finland said no, Russia declared war on Finland, decides the entire Warsaw Pact rather. But unlike the Winter War, they made vast changes in their army, very modernised. They're actually using air, and they push here pretty far. They sweep through the north, which was undefended relatively. Just a few garrisons. And then Finland are trying to get Western support, but they haven't officially changed their government yet. They're still communists, trying to make the reforms to try to join NATO, or the ITO rather. The spearhead here connects here, the majority of their forces here, and then they send a few tanks through to rush down Helsinki. And then at that point they flee up to this. Where's the Turk one? It's like half Turk, half another word. The city, I can't remember what it's called, but their capital moves up there. They finish off this, and then they can change a government in time. So they went into a government in exile. And it's to Sweden. The government representative fled to neutral Sweden, which probably put them in Russia's bad books. But they'll probably join the ICO anyway soon. So Russia, if Russia try doing anything, or start threatening them. Okay, I do not appreciate that. Oh, but yeah, big Russia now. I mean, it was already the biggest country enough before, but now it's even bigger. Oh my goodness, please. Thank you. Yep, big Russia moments. And then Russia goes down to Abkhazia and Chechnya, and just flat out annexes Abkhazia, as in they walk through. Their armed forces are pretty shattered. They was kind of just floating about, and they annex it. And then Chechnya they declare war on, and just storm through because they're not fighting A, an economic crisis, and B, a major war anymore, like they were last time. And then that's the end of Chechnya. So they'll probably come back because they always do, like in the 90s, you know. But yeah, that's the end of them for now. And now they go back over to Ukraine. Oh, they go back over to Crimea rather, and they say to the West, "Give us this back, or funny shenanigans will happen in Sweden, maybe, or maybe even in Turkey as a better target, or in Georgia, and so on. You get Iraq." And the West have no true claim over this, and it's probably really expensive to run, so no control over the Bosporus Strait, so to fund supplies through here, up here to there, or through there, up there to there. So they just hand it back over. And then they send a referendum to the Ukrainian little puppet guy for them to rejoin. And of course there's a pro-Russian government in place. They're all pro-Russian officials, probably most of them are Russian generals. So it's a very definitely not rigged referendum which goes Russia's way. So that's not going to spark something horrible in 3 years' time. And Russia takes back Ukraine. Or so that's a very big Russia now. And then the West see them expanding into the Eastern Bloc, and they're just like annexing the governments there before, and they're not too happy about this. I'm speaking this horribly, but basically, no one's happy about them annexing all this stuff, not even their allies. Well, Yugoslavia are kind of like lapdogs, and they're pretty powerful themselves. Czechoslovakia are the same, and Romania, as long as they don't take Moldova off him, they're fine. Oh, well, the whole Bessarabia. Hungary too weak to do anything, and these guys are too far away. But when Russia demanded Poland's submission and then demanded East Prussia from Germany, the new government in Germany wasn't very popular because Kurnev was gone. He was actually pretty good at holding it down, and he was like Stalin's favourite. So he already had like his lots of funding from him until he died, and then they probably kept the funding. I don't know, but okay. When Poland said no, and Russia kicked him out of the Warsaw Pact and declared war on him, Germany didn't flip ideologies, but realised they'd be next and stay communist, but join the side of Poland. So this isn't good for Russia, as you can see now. And I'll do something like Schörner supporting nations. And then West Germany started to support their allies to try and get a future unification or something, or future good relations. They start supporting. They start urging their ITO allies to do so, but no one really wants to aggravate Russia because they're a bit kind of cowardly. But they kind of persuade Austria into doing it as well. And then that's about it, really. And maybe this. No, that's too risky. Yeah. But yeah, it's too early for unification. It's a difference in ideology. Anyways. Cool. But this war is still very unbalanced, obviously. It's like the biggest army in the world. Not most equipped, but biggest. Or maybe China's bigger. Let's say it's like the second biggest, but half most equipped. In terms, oh, you get what I'm trying to say. I'm so shut up. But yeah, they start walking through, and the Polish and Germans are trying to hold them off a little bit, as you would do. But yes, okay, cool. They make it to here, right? And then they start putting threat in East Prussia. And at this point, West Germany realised that the rest of their fatherlands are come under attack from the Russians. So what they do, right, is they do an 1871 manoeuvres here, force an Anschluss by saying, okay, so say to America and everyone else, hey, can you unwrite that from the thing that we can't unify with Austria because Russia's about to take half our stuff and you're not doing anything about it. And even if you say no, we're going to do it anyways, and what are you going to do? Because you're not going to invade me, because you need me. And also because why do you keep me out of faction either? So there you go, the Anschluss happens, long story short. Or half Anschluss. And then Germany declare war on the DDR and Poland. Well, not declare war, but they start rushing men across the border and they're welcomed in because the DDR recognise their fate now. Pretty much, they start letting them in. And then they send a special task force out to claim East Prussia. They land, retake Königsberg. There's a massive military parade, and the rest of East Prussia surrenders itself. And there you go. There's okay, I'm about to get carried away here. I really don't want this to be stupid. Alright, so they push through, get Berlin, it's all good. And they hold a military parade in Berlin for the reunification of Germany. All the communist leaders take a funny trip and they're not seen again. Very democratic, but what would you expect? And then there you go, DDR reabsorbed. And there you go, we got Big Germany. But Russia probably won't take too kindly to that, obviously. But communists in the east never eat. No, I mean west of Poland. Germany tries to do a mass like liberation campaign of those. And by that I mean they invade Poland from the other side, like Molotov, Ribbentrop all over again. But the Russians who are moving at the same time quickly had already crushed through and taken the rest. So that's pretty much the borders. The Russians don't want to risk a war with the ITO, not that they'll be able to police the stuff anyways. Um, so they accept peace. Well, the Polish accept peace, and they're more welcoming to the new German invaders who actually claimed this. How would the world react to this? Well, China's too far away and they don't care. Brazil's too irrelevant to say anything. The African people wouldn't make a difference, so they're just puppets of the Russians, essentially. No, they're puppets of the Chinese. This is getting really weird. But yeah, so essentially, okay, there's all the communists down. Warsaw Pacts aren't happy about it, obviously. But they were too scared to get involved, it's kind of their own fault. Um, Russia's especially not happy about it, but they don't want to risk war the ITO yet, so they're still trying to project their power on Europe. America and UK are really not happy about it, because they got flashbacks. But they realise this Germany's pretty loyal, and it's probably more used to having them in Central Europe, so they don't have to worry about this. But they also do worry they'll start making more demands, like here, here, you know, maybe like here, 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 and here. Yeah, or some funny stuff might happen like this. You know, what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So it's starting to get flashbacks on a big Germany, but it's probably better for everyone that a big Germany exists. I'm gonna be honest, this is really schizophrenic. I don't know if I'm dreaming right now or not, but I'm pretty happy it's happened. And I forgot to mention, I haven't really mentioning law, because I'm going to write something up for the law and put it out after this is done. But in my law thing I'm writing, the Russian government assassinated Herr Ferdinand, which is the claim to the throne after Wilhelm III. So if they want to put a constitutional monarchy in place, they need to find someone else. So I might get onto that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty big Russia, pretty big Germany, base stuff. Anyways, your boy's got to play some Hearts of Iron now, or other assorted video games. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Goodbye.